Good evening and welcome. Glad to have you along for this Tuesday edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi everyone, I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. And here we can check out the story for Stephen Curry.
And by looking at his true shooting percentage over the last 5 games, you can see how much he's paying attention to his shot selection, and it's showing.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pods pairing up in the backcourt. Down low to be the tenacious pair of Butler and Draymond. And it's Moody in at the 3 spot. And for the Magic, Suggs and Bane team up as the backcourt. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Wagner in at the 3, small forward. It'll be the Warriors off the tip. Now Butler. Green with a screen on Banchero. And here's Butler outside. Rebounded by Suggs. Banchero outside. Pass to Wagner. Outside Bane. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Orlando needs to get off a shot here. Off the mark there with a 3. Moody passes to Curry, puts up a 3, knocks it down from distance.
It looks easy, effortless. Curry, natural from long range.
About a minute played here so far in the first. Back to Suggs. Kicks it out to Bane. Buries it from 3.
Bane picking up the phone with no hesitation. What an answer.
Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Outside Curry. Butler against Banchero. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Now here's Bane. We saw him with 19 his last time out. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Ooh, getting up there. I mean, Banchero wants everyone to know he's a threat to hammer it down.
Pass to Pajemski. Butler, the open look. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
He knows he can get his shot anytime he wants, and he also knows he has the green light.
Wagner outside. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, what tenacity on the boards. Banchero takes pleasure in capitalizing on the offensive glass.
Pass to Pajemski. Banked it in off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Wagner. We saw him with 19 his last time out. Banchero outside. Wagner left side. And a nice finish on the layup.
Textbook play inside. Wagner doing everything right in that case.
Knocked away. Here's Suggs, and he drives in.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, PA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And the Warriors going with a whole new group out there. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Well, because Carter Jr. is so dynamic athletically, his teammates have a lot of confidence in him finishing the alley-oop.
Horford, a screen on Suggs. To the inside. Out to Kuminga to halt the run. Orlando with the rebound. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
These teams were similar last year, both in how they treated this head-to-head matchup and where they finished in the standings.
Yeah, this is really tight. I mean, it's splitting hairs when you talk about these teams. You get the feeling if they played 10 games, each side would win 5.
Hield against Bain. Here's Spencer. 6 on the shot clock. And Horford powers it home.
Few bigs are better in the two-man game than Al Horford. He can pop out for the shot, or he can roll to the rim, too, just like you saw there.
Now here's Banchero. We saw him with 29 points in his last game.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that. They're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
5 ticks left to play in the first. Here's Wagner. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Orlando ahead, up 10. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Magic.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
And so in the game for the Warriors, they've got Gary Payton II, Al Horford out there with Butler. Then it's Buddy Hield, and it's Kuminga in at the 3. And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we'd see over 120 possessions a game. But the efficiency is at an all-time high.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, BA. Jimmy Butler is the complete package. Coach Steve Kerr said he's an amazing player. The skill, the strength, the ability to get to the line, his passing connects the game. And in the end, it goes beyond that. Just his presence out there. He's a lion. He's a force. BA?
One of the best. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Looking at who's out there now for Orlando. Wagner's checked in for Paolo Banchero. De Silva comes in for Wagner. Black's checked in for Desmond Bain. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Suggs. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Butler outside. De Silva with the rebound.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Black passes to Wagner. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And, you know, let's look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Curry, he's checked in for Payton. Now here's Curry. Last game with 30. Butler passes to Kuminga. And it's rejected. To the left wing. The 3 is up. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. And so Kuminga will bring it up for Golden State. A 12-point game. Now when this one's done, they'll be off to Miami, taking on the Heat. That'll be the last leg of a 6-game road trip for the club. Pass to Black. And here's Jones. There's the 3. Horford pulls it in. Warriors trail by 10 to the middle. Outside Curry. Batadze against Horford. to the inside. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That's on Goga Batase.
Yeah, with that attack mindset, Kuminga draws a lot of attention and oftentimes a lot of contact.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Pajemski comes in for Heel. Orlando leading by 9. Pass to Jones.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's Wagner. This one for 3. Kuminga pulls it in. Inside, here's Butler. Butler right to the heart.
An aggressive mentality, always part of Jimmy Butler's game, taking it right at the defense.
Pass to Black. Now here's Wagner. Orlando moving the ball around, down low. Back to Jones. Wagner with a screen on Curry. 4 on the clock. The offensive rebound. Warriors trail by 7. From deep three-point land. Oh, Curry, making it look effortless.
This is exactly the kind of unique range that Curry has. I mean, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to get up on it.
Black, right side. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Al Horford's checked in for Butler, and Moody is subbed in for Kuminga. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. So Orlando ends up going with a new group. Here's Suggs. We saw him with 19 his last time out. With the drive, he's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
Suggs works that pick and roll to create for himself, looking for any opportunity to beat that defense.
Horford against Carter. Outside Pajemski. Clock at 6. Tries it from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Wagner.
He just missed it. He's typically solid from mid-range.
Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Right side Curry. Here's Horford. And Horford powers it home.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And so it's Orlando with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Here with Coach Steve Kerr, your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition. We got to make them feel us. You know, they're just running anything they want. We've got to at least disrupt the stuff they're trying to do.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Welcome. All right, guys, let's break it down. It has not been the ideal start for the Golden State Warriors.
They were sloppy, gave the ball away too much, and that comes down to one thing: focus.
Oh, I'm sorry, Shaq. I was distracted. Focus.
Did you say something, Shaq?
Yeah, my focus was terrible.
What, did you say something, Kenny?
What?
Yeah, I said focus. I said focus, not I want to kiss. Focus.
And what better time than now to get caught up on the Rookie of the Year race?
These young fellas have been hot. Usually, I'd say it's too soon to tell much, but right now, they're balling.
The talent on display is undeniable. The endurance part, though, open question.
And that is going to do it for us. let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Jalen Suggs with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And you know, that's not a job they asked him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
And Suggs has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. On the wing, it'll be Bane and Wagner. And it's Suggs in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. Bane, the pass to Suggs. Wagner on the wing. Moody defends. Clock at 4. It's rebounded by Golden State.
I thought he had that one. I think he did too.
Curry against Wagner. To the paint. Here's Butler. Uses the glass on the layup. Butler's got 8.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Magic leading by 4. Suggs with it. Give him 8. From deep, Bane. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Phenomenal positioning on the glass. Carter Jr. putting on his hard hat right there. Not afraid to get those hands dirty.
Back to Butler. Pass to Curry. Green. A screen. And here's Butler. Launches it. The shot that time not on target. Wagner up top. Butler covering. Carter, a screen on Curry. To the middle. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Carter's a really good pick-and-roll partner. Excellent hands, and he can finish, too.
Outside Pajemski. Moody with it. Wagner picks him up. Butler taking his time here. From behind the arc. Great D that time from Bane. Orlando leading by 8. Now here's Wagner, an aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. Banchero outside. Paolo Banchero flushing it home.
Banchero just attacking the rim, going up over the defense that time.
Pass to Green. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Dismissed the defender right there, but couldn't take advantage.
Here's Wagner. Suggs outside. And Green comes to help. Here's Wagner. Not enough on that one as it misses.
You know, his touch just has not been there tonight. You wonder how big their lead would be if he was hot.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
A line change here for Orlando. Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors. Hield comes in for Pajemski. And the Warriors making a change here. Warford's checked in. Curry passes to Butler. Fades back. It's rebounded by Batase. Orlando leading by 10. Here's Black. Lays it up and banks it in. Black's got his first points of the night.
Black doing just enough to create space for the score. Really solid handles on display that time.
Hield finds Curry, and there's the foul. It'll go on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul of the game. Payton's checked in for the Warriors. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Drops in the 3.
Your practice makes perfect. So Kuminga's put a lot of time into refining his shot motion off the catch.
Wagner outside. Black, right side. Pass to De Silva. Just 5 on the clock. Now here's Wagner, guarded by Payton. And it's Wagner missing. Warriors trail by 9. The 3 from Curry. No luck on that one.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Jones, the pass to Black. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Black's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Confident stroke by Black that time. No hesitation. He had his eyes locked in on the rim.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
Substitution for the Warriors. Number 12, Will Richard.
Orlando leading by 11. And here's Jones. Yet to see a basket. Black outside. And it's in there. Black's got 6.
Oh, man, check out the handle. I didn't know he had that in this game.
And so it's Orlando in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. We'll be right back after this word. Steve Kerr with some words for his players.
Just picking us apart, right? Guy cuts behind you down the lane. Miscommunication there. They're cutting behind it. So we got to get solid defensively.
Boy, he is not happy with his team's aggressiveness on defense. Coach Kerr calling his team out on it.
They're gently asking for them to pick it up. They need to if they want to win this one.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. Al Horford out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Gary Payton II. Then it's Kuminga. And it's Hield in at the 1. And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. He encouraged them to keep on the pressure, saying, you guys are forcing a lot of turnovers, and it's because you're communicating and working together as a unit. Keep it up. Defense is clearly a priority.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Payne from deep three-point land. No good on the quick 3.
For him, it has not been a game to remember, but all they care about is that W.
That one goes. Count it.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Butler against Ben Carroll. Orlando moving the ball around. Wagner in the high post. Kuminga pulls it in. Kuminga's got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside Hield. Pass to Butler. Jimmy Butler on the attack. Here's Payton. Outside Kuminga. 5 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Releases. Rebounded by Suggs.
And that's not the look they wanted. The defender was right there.
Wagner. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. It's rebounded by Golden State. Kuminga, the pass to Horford. Down low. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Here's Suggs. Now Carter. Oh, the lead pass. Great hit.
This is where Carter Jr. is most comfortable, in my opinion. Feels like he can score at will from there.
Got a piece of it. And here comes the break. Suggs. Oh, he jammed it.
And I'll tell you what, the way they're able to pressure the ball and those quick hands, that's what led to an opening.
You know, you push it after a steal, there's almost no chance the defense can get back and recover.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He's He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Lataze's checked in for Carter. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Green's checked in for Horford. Moody comes in for Kuminga. Pajimski's checked in for Payton. And it's Curry in for Hield. Left side Curry. 6 to shoot. Here's Green. Oh! Green dropping the hammer!
Green showing you some real attitude on that throwdown.
Suggs drives to the hoop. Oh, it's off! Warriors trail by 11. Outside Green.
2 minutes remaining.
Now Curry.
2 minutes.
From deep three-point range. Another shot. And yes, sir! Lays it up and in.
As usual, terrific effort from him. Unwilling to let the possession go to waste.
Wagner outside. And a one-handed slam.
Wagner able to bounce to the rack and throw it down, and he'll do so just about any time he has the opportunity.
It's Suggs with a drive. And he slams it down.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Now here's Wagner. Now Suggs. Wagner outside. Oh, the long ball, no good.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize. And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Magic.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. So go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Jalen Suggs.
Gotta respect the leadership he showed today. Made great reads and distributed the ball accordingly.
So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. Saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, and we present the player of the game, Jalen Suggs.